Good morning everybody. My name is DEEPAK Sharma. So let's move forward to the next chapter. And the next chapter we are going to discuss, that is Going Places by A.R. Barton. Going Places is a very important chapter. You all the people need to study very well. Before I start this chapter, I tell you the summary of this chapter. Let me tell you about the most important characters of this chapter. The first character, the main character of this chapter, that is Sophie. Sophie is a girl, she is always busy in daydreaming, she is busy in fantasies, and that's why she is not liked by so many people. Then we have Jancy. Who is Jancy? Jancy is friend of Sophie. Jancy is a down-to-earth girl, she is very intelligent, she believes in reality, she lives in reality, and she knows exactly that what is right and what is wrong. Then Danny Casey. Danny Casey is a footballer celebrity. There are so many people who are a big fan of him, and Sophie is one of them. Then we have one more character, that is Joff. Joff is the brother of Sophie, and Sophie feels so much jealous to him because Sophie, being a girl in the family, does not get freedom. But Joff, he was having immense amount of freedom in his family. Then the father of Sophie, he was a very healthy and chubby kind of person, and he eats a lot, and he was not happy with Sophie at all because Sophie was always lost in daydreaming. So the chapter begins with Sophie and Jancy. Sophie and Jancy both are friends, they are having a conversation, and Sophie is someone who is always busy in daydreaming. And she says to Jancy that I want to open a boutique of mine. Jancy said, how will you open a boutique? Because boutique needs so much money. It needs a huge amount of money. But Sophie says, I will arrange money from somewhere. Then she says, I will become a manager somewhere. Then Jancy asks, how you will become a manager? Because it is not easy for a common person to be a manager. You need some degree, you need some eligibility, you need some skill for that. Then she says, first of all, I will become an actress. So she was thinking that I am very much eligible, I am really beautiful enough, pretty enough to be an actress. But that was not correct. So Jancy was someone who was always raising a question mark that why are you doing this? And Jancy would advise his friend Sophie that yes, you must live in reality. You should be a practical person because the kind of life you are living, it will take you toward destruction. But Sophie was always lost in fantasies, that's why she was not liked. Once Sophie starts feeling jealousy with his brother Joff because Joff was having so much freedom in the family. Joff was allowed to go anywhere, and Sophie also wanted to enjoy that lifestyle of Joff. Joff was allowed to go anywhere, he was allowed to move anywhere, he was having really a wonderful life. So Sophie was girl, she was not allowed to do it, that's why she starts feeling jealousy with Joff. Once Sophie declared that she has met Danny Casey, and Danny Casey and Sophie had a conversation. At that time, Sophie says that I was standing in front of a store. Danny Casey came over there, and Danny Casey said to me that if you will meet me, I will give you an autograph. Jancy says I could have taken autograph, but neither of us had any kind of pen over there and paper over there. So Danny Casey asked for a promise that if you will come to me, if you will meet me, I will definitely give you an autograph. Nobody was believing all this story of Sophie, but she was putting so much emphasis. She shares this with Joff, and when she shared this with Joff, at that time what Joff does, he shared the story, he tells it about the father, to the father of Sophie. Father was angry, he warns Sophie that you should be away from all these fantasies. If you continue to indulge and involve with all these fantasies, then one day you will definitely going to destroy your life. Sophie didn't like all this, and she was also angry with Joff that why did you share with this with the father. But Sophie was believing that yes, she met Danny Casey, and Danny Casey has proposed Sophie for a date. After that, what happened? One day, the family of Sophie, they all go to enjoy a football match. When they both go to enjoy the football match, at that time, the team of Danny Casey wins, and Danny Casey was the hero of that match. Everybody was so excited, everybody wanted to celebrate, but Sophie was in his own world. He was thinking Danny Casey will come to meet, and after that she goes to meet Danny Casey. Well, Sophie says that he has an appointment, she is having a timing of date to meet Danny Casey, and after that she goes to meet Danny Casey. She waits for a long period, but nobody comes, because actually Danny Casey had never promised Sophie, he has never met Sophie for a date or anything else. What was this? This was only fantasies of Sophie. She waited for a longer period, and when she was going back to her home, she was thinking, what will happen to me, what I will do, what my brother will think. My brother Geoff would be very, very disappointed because Danny Casey did not come to meet. After that, Geoff tells Jancy about this, and Sophie was very upset that why did you share all this with Jancy, because Jancy is not someone whom Sophie would trust. But finally she was happy with Geoff, because Geoff did not share everything. When she goes back to home, she was very, very disappointed because Danny Casey had not come to meet. So this world is full of fantasy, this world is full of imagination. We all the people should be away from it. We all the people need to live in a practical life, otherwise it will definitely harm us. Now I want to tell you this summary in Hindi. इस चैप्टर का नाम है गोइंग प्लेसेस और इसको लिखा है A.R. बार्टन ने। इसके मेन कैरेक्टर्स है, सबसे पहले कैरेक्टर है सोफी, फिर उनकी एक फ्रेंड जेंसी। सोफी एक ऐसी लड़की है जो हमेशा कल्पनाओं में खोई रहती है। सोफी एक ऐसी लड़की है जो हमेशा सोचती रहती है, हमेशा अपनी नई नई कहानियां बनाती रहती है, और वो ऐसी ही एक कहानी बनाती है एक फुटबॉलर के बारे में जिसका नाम है डैनी कैसी, और उसको लगता है डैनी कैसी उससे मिलने भी आएंगे, उसको डेट करेंगे, वो उससे प्यार करते हैं। इसी कहानी में एक और पात्र है, इनका नाम है जॉफ। जॉफ कौन है? सोफी के ब्रदर है, भाई है, और सोफी को जॉफ से बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है। प्रॉब्लम मींस शी फील्स जेलस। व्हाई शी फील्स जेलस? बिकॉज जॉफ इज हैविंग इमेंस अमाउंट ऑफ फ्रीडम in his family, and Sophie exactly do not like it at all. So this was a problem. After that, one more character is there, that is the father of Sophie. And father of Sophie, he was a very chubby person, was very fond of eating, and he warns his daughter that you should be away from all these fantasies, you should be away from all these imagination, otherwise these imagination will take you to the destruction. तो वो कहते हैं भाई अगर आप इसी तरह की कल्पनाओं में, फैंटेसीज में खोए रहेंगे तो एक दिन आपका विनाश निश्चित है। कुछ ऐसा ही होता है, सोफी हमेशा कल्पनाओं में लगी रहती हैं, और वो कहती हैं कि उनकी मुलाकात हुई डैनी कैसी से, और डैनी कैसी कौन है? एक फेमस फुटबॉलर, सेलिब्रिटी है। इस बात पर उनका भाई जॉब भरोसा नहीं करता, लेकिन वो बहुत ज्यादा जोर देते हैं इस बात पे। अब जब जोर देते हैं इस बात पे तो फाइनली ही इज फोर्स्ड टू बिलीव, एंड वो डैनी कैसी से कहती है कि डैनी कैसी मुझे ऑटोग्राफ भी दे रहे थे, बट एग्जैक्टली क्या हुआ? देयर वाज नो पेपर, नो पेन, ना तो कोई पेपर था ना कोई पेन था, दैट्स व्हाई आई कुड नॉट टेक एनी काइंड ऑफ ऑटोग्राफ। उनका भाई ऐसा मान लेता है। उसके बाद वो डैनी कैसी से मिलने जाती हैं एक डेट पर, लेकिन डैनी कैसी तो था ही नहीं। उससे पहले क्या होता है कि उनकी पूरा परिवार एक फुटबॉल मैच को देखने जाता है, और उस मैच को डैनी कैसी की टीम जीतती है, और डैनी कैसी की जो टीम है वो उस मैच को डैनी कैसी की वजह से ही जीतती है। तो सब लोग उसको सेलिब्रेट कर रहे थे। सोफी बहुत खुश थी। सोफी जाती है डैनी कैसी से मिलने, लेकिन डैनी कैसी डज नॉट कम ओवर देयर, वो वहां आते ही नहीं, क्योंकि उन्होंने कभी भी किसी डेट को प्रॉमिस ही नहीं किया था, और ये उनके लिए एक बहुत ही परेशानी की बात थी, ये उनके लिए एक बहुत ही तकलीफ की बात थी। इसके बाद डैनी कैसी से मिलती हैं, और जब काफी समय हो जाती है डैनी कैसी नहीं आता तो घर की तरफ वापस जाती हैं, और जाते समय सोचती हैं कि मेरा भाई जॉफ अब इस बारे में क्या सोचेगा, मेरा भाई जॉफ इस बारे में क्या सोचेगा, क्या वो मजाक उड़ाएगा या वो निराश होगा, मेरे फादर की कही हुई बात सच हो जाएगी, इस बात को लेकर वो बहुत परेशान थी। और इसी के साथ भारी कदमों के साथ वो घर तक जाती हैं। उनका भाई जो था जॉफ, उसने बहुत कुछ बताया था जेंसी को, ऐसा मानती थी सोफी, लेकिन ये सच नहीं था। तो उन्होंने कुछ बातें बताई थी। इस बात से सोफी पहले परेशान थी, फिर खुश थी। उसके बाद वो कहते हैं उनसे कि डैनी कैसी तो मिलने नहीं आया, लेकिन थोड़ी सी वो परेशान हो जाती हैं। तो हमारी लाइफ भी कुछ ऐसी है, हम सभी लोग बहुत सारी फैंटेसीज में रहते हैं, हम सभी लोग बहुत सारी इमेजिनेशन में रहते हैं, कल्पनाओं में रहते हैं. We all the people need to live in the practical world. We all the people need to be honest. We all the people need to understand that we are living in the reality. We should not live a life like Sophie. So this is a wonderful moral message what this chapter produces. Now I am going to tell you few most important question of this chapter. If you will read it, then it will definitely help you. First of all, the first question which is very important, did Sophie really meet Danny Casey? Right? क्या सोफी वास्तव में मिली थी डैनी कैसी से? No. Answer is simply no. So you have to write no. Sophie did not meet Danny Casey because Danny Casey was a football celebrity and he was always over there only in the fantasies of Sophie. So he had never met, he had never promised that I will meet you. So this was a very important question. One more question which is very important, that why was Sophie lost in all these fantasies? Sophie हमेशा इन सभी fantasies में क्यों थी? Sophie was always in all these fantasies because this was his nature. Daydreaming is a nature and we all the people can get rid of it. And that's why she was suffering. So these are two very important questions. There are few more questions. If you will read this chapter, you can understand easily. Thank you so much. God bless you.